Throughout our PixInsight series, parts 1 through 3, we've become familiar with wavelets, but merely flirted with their role in multiscale processing. Here now is our two-part mini-series on the subject. In review, what is meant by multiscale? Our images often consist of both large-scale and small-scale structures. Tiny stars and fine galactic detail are examples of smaller scales, while a galaxy's spiral arms are an example of larger ones. We've seen techniques using the Part-3 wavelet and multiscale median transforms to apply sharpening or smoothing to wavelet layers based on structure sizes. Multiscale processing goes one step further, enabling us to separate large structures from small ones, addressing them independently of each other. Let's see multiscale magic at work. We begin with an easy example. Here's a nearly completed NGC 253. Using the Part-3 wavelet transform's default settings, I disable the residual wavelet layer by double-clicking its green arrow. When applied to a clone of the original image, this should turn off larger scales, leaving behind only the smaller scale structures contained in layers 1 through 4. Depending on the structure sizes present in a particular image, you may need to vary the number of wavelet layers for the best result. Next comes pixel math. With Create New Image selected, we'll subtract the clone's small structures from the original image. As with many cases involving subtraction, we don't need to rescale. As you may have surmised, the resulting image contains only the large-scale structures. Now that we have individual images representing different scales, we're free to make independent adjustments to them. This can include anything you wish. For this example, we've chosen to tweak the color components. Beginning with larger scales, we add a touch of overall color saturation with the curves transformation process. Using the fine control of the color saturation process, we target specific ranges of hues to achieve better color balance. Now, for the smaller scale image, we apply a more aggressive color saturation than before. And while we're at it, let's add a bit of punch to the small structures by pushing the midtones of the histogram. With our multiscale work complete, it's time to recombine the large and small scale images. With Rescale Image unticked, use Pixel Math to add them back together. That's it. Next up, another good example of multiscale processing.